Hey guys, this is Brevort, and we are back on the Let's Play world today. And today we are going to be building a keeper's house for our lighthouse. So basically, if you don't know what this lighthouse is here for, we are building little outposts all around our world every couple thousand blocks or so. I think it's like 2,400 or so. And right now we have the lighthouse, but we don't have like anywhere in it. We have like the beacon that you can toggle on and off somehow. I don't remember how it works exactly. There we go. There's some skull sensor stuff going on down below, but basically this toggles between being like a bubble elevator and a beacon. What we need though is we need some like storage here. We need like a bed, like a proper place to put our bed. We need an enchanting table. If we have 30 levels, we'll want to do an enchantment. We want like chests so we can store all our stuff if we have a bunch of stuff on us. And if we maybe if we need like ender pearls or rockets, we can get them here as well. So yeah, let's get into building that. So I guess we'll hop into a build montage. Alright, so we got a bunch done on this now, and let's check out what we've got so far. So we've got this little foyer area here. This comes from like the outside, which is, it's like on the west side of the lighthouse. And then you go in, there's a door to go into the lighthouse, and then there's this entry room. There's a bunch of storage, some brewing stands, and then I think I'm gonna have furnaces in this room, and we got a little enchanting setup here. And then upstairs, I haven't finished the roof yet, and I need to do some texturing on the walls here as well. I think I'm gonna retexture the walls downstairs as well, so it's a little bit smoother of a gradient. And then we got the bedroom up here, which also isn't furnished yet. So we don't usually work together on builds, but I figured it would be a good time to talk about my week and about life and some stuff that I've been thinking about. So for one, something I was thinking about yesterday that I really wanted to share was the idea of like thinking of yourself as a video game character and how like that can actually be effective for some things in life. And I'm like thinking like I'm driving home and I'm thinking like, why is it so much easier to plan like what I want to do in Minecraft and like what I want to do with my video game character than what I want to do with myself in real life? And I'm thinking like a lot of it comes down to maybe like the fear of making the wrong decision. In Minecraft, it's very low risk, or like in any video game. If you make a bad decision, it's usually very easy to recover from that in video games because you could just like start a new save file or like just tear it out in Minecraft or whatever. So generally, it's quite low risk. However, in real life, it's not as low risk. Can I do this? I regret some decisions here. Well, okay. It's exactly what I'm talking about. I can readjust how I want to do this. So maybe we have this go through, and then that have like a separation there. So we do, I think it's full block, and then like this was how I did it. So anyway, I was thinking like, well, what if I like thought of myself in third person and thought of myself as like, I'm controlling a video game character. For one, that just sounds cool. Like you're controlling this character and it's like, but it's a real life person. It's a weird concept, but it sounds like fun. A wandering trader just spawned inside here. But anyways, on top of that, there's some like actual real life benefits that treating yourself like a video game character would actually help with. For one, it helps with like actual executive dysfunction because you can be like, oh, well, what do I want? What do I want my character to do right now? And oh, how did I mess this up? And it allows you to overcome that like mental break of like, I don't want to do anything right now. You think of yourself as a video game character that you're controlling. It's a lot easier to do those things that you don't want to do, which is pretty cool. On top of that, it can help with like literally aggression just because in real life, if someone does something that you don't like maybe they pull out in front of you and cut you off or something, your reaction is generally to get angry at them. But if you think of yourself as a video game character and you see like you're controlling this like person, instead of actually just being in the moment, you're able to like separate yourself from that and you're able to like more effectively react. And in that case, the correct, I guess, action would just be do nothing and just keep driving. So it's really interesting how there's like actual benefits to it. And on top of it, it can also improve your problem solving skills. When you dissociate yourself from like your problems. Oh, something is definitely wrong here. I have no idea what's going on. When you dissociate yourself from the problems you have, it's easier to solve them. And this is like a scientifically known thing. And so literally just treating yourself as a video game character actually makes you better at problem solving. And this is a known thing in psychology, and it's called self-distancing. And it is actually scientifically known to improve problem solving skills and like executive function and stuff like that. So it's weird how I like accidentally stumbled upon this concept of like, yeah, treat yourself as a video game character. And it's a real like actual therapy thing that people do in real life. So yeah. But yeah, like when I've been doing that, when I've been like, oh, what should I make my character do right now? I've been able to like snap myself out of like, say I'm like endlessly scrolling. I can just think like, oh, you know what? I should make my character do something else right now. And I was able to like get myself out of that and record this video because I was putting that off. Oh, also, my channel just hit 1,000 subs, and I was super happy for that. I'm so grateful for all of you guys who are subbed and anyone who supports the channel. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, if you are subbed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can't even comprehend. I've said it before with like 500 subs, but like, wow, 1,000 people is like 30 times larger than my classes were in school. And that is actually insane. So thank you so much. I like, wow, I can't even imagine that. But I am so grateful for all of you. But yeah, I was also thinking about YouTube and how like how the algorithm changes can affect adversely affect small content creators, but in a way, because a lot of people notice the algorithm changes very frequently, and it makes it very hard for small creators to really grow. However, I think this is a good thing, not just for small creators, but for the platform's health as a whole. Because if you think about it, what would happen if they didn't change the algorithm? So right now, we're in this stage where there's like severe stale content on the platform. You see like tons and tons of the same video, and I'm not gonna go off on one of those rants or Minecraft documentaries about how like all Minecraft content is the same, but like you'll notice it. It doesn't take much to notice that that is a problem on the platform. Now imagine if the algorithm didn't change constantly. And imagine how much worse that trend would be, or like those trends would be, and how much more stale they would be. It would be quite insane. I was talking recently in a stream with someone about this, about how like it's frustrating that the algorithm changes so often, but I honestly think it is a good thing because it makes it more difficult to metagame. You can't metagame the system if it's constantly changing, if the algorithm's constantly changing. But in addition to that, it also makes it so that small creators have a chance. So anytime it does change, small creators have a chance of getting picked up by that. If it were to always stay the same, a lot of times what would happen is no one new would really be able to enter the space unless, again, they were metagaming and like really knew the algorithm, which usually new creators don't know it right away or are take a bit to adapt to it. So it's honestly good for small creators. The thing that is bad though is, and this is bad as in it's not great for small creators' growth. What small creators do a lot of times, I've done it myself, and I know a lot of other creators do it as well. We find something that works, that performs really well, and we stick to that, and we keep making videos like that. And then the algorithm changes, and it's like, why didn't this video do well? Well, the thing is, you were just making repetitive content. And people, I mean, I don't think people are actually thinking this, but why did I use this as a scaffolding block? All right, so I tore out the back part's roof so I could do it again. The problem that I'm having is this doesn't perfectly line up with this side, which is why it's a little weird. So yeah, we just have to work around that. I'm just gonna make it so that this goes one block further out. So it'll be here. Oh, but then we have this weirdness. I think that's fine. Let's do that. That way it lines up. There we go. So like the wall will have this slab right here. This wall will have this slab right here. And it all lines up. So yeah. But anyways, a lot of small creators are going to find the algorithm very punishing when it's changing constantly like that, because when they find something rewarding, something that the algorithm rewards, that might change very quickly and very drastically. So while it seems punishing, it is actually just another way to reduce stale content. Instead of like encouraging creators to keep making the exact same thing over and over, like maybe, for example, a video type that I did a lot of, I don't really do too much of it anymore, but I've done it in the past, is going over bugs in the game. If I kept doing that and it kept working, then that's what my whole channel is going to revolve around, essentially, and it's going to eventually get stale. I'm going to either run out of content to make, like there's not only going to be so many bugs I can actually review, or I'm going to run out of unique content I can make, and I'm going to start going over the same bugs. And like maybe I'll make a video like, it's been 3 years, how many of these bugs have gotten fixed? And it's like, okay, I'm kind of milking the content at that point. However, again, it's just a way for YouTube to find smaller creators, so it's really good for small creators, and a way to prevent stale content. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse by saying this, but yeah. So let me wrap up that. So yes, the algorithm changes are good. Even though they seem really punishing, they're actually a good thing, because if it weren't for the algorithm changing, small creators wouldn't get picked up at all, let alone get picked up and then not succeed because they assume the algorithm is going to stay the same when it doesn't. So anyways, speaking of the algorithm and YouTube and all of that, so now that I've hit 1,000 subs, I am now monetized, and that means ads on my videos. But that's okay because YouTube's already been putting ads on my videos. They've been doing it since like the first video that I got that hit like 500 views or whatever. So I don't think it's going to make the performance any worse on my channel. I'm not worried about that. However, I have turned off mid-roll ads for the Let's Play series because it doesn't get too many viewers on it, and if you are watching it, you're one of the most loyal people to my channel, so I think you should be able to enjoy. Plus, I just want people to be able to vibe with my Let's Play videos. Maybe they put them on in the background or watch them as a podcast while they're cleaning toys at work, because I've done that with other people's Let's Plays, or something like that. I want people to be able to vibe with them, and by like having mid-roll ads, it kind of disturbs you from that. It kind of makes it a little bit more difficult to vibe with, I find. So maybe like something to fall asleep to. I generally tend to have my gain up quite high so that the ads shouldn't be way louder than me, but it still can happen if the advertiser really wants to be a not nice person. Then they might still do that. So yeah, all of my Let's Play videos from 2023 and forward should all have mid-rolls turned off. So if there's one that does have mid-rolls, do let me know, because I don't want them to. So yeah, I can go back and fix that if that is a problem. All right, so this is what we've got. I left the windows without glass, just because that's what I did with the lighthouse, and I figured it would match better if I did. I had a lot of trouble staying with a cohesive theme when it came to building my villager trading halls. They're kind of all over the place. When we head back there, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I think this fits pretty well because it's got the white concrete. This has got the white concrete. It's got nether brick, which kind of matches the deep slate. I do wonder how it would look if I use nether brick for the ceiling. And also, I am open to any tips or anything that you guys might have for building, or like changes you'd make to this. Or like let me know if you do think maybe I should use glass for the windows instead of just open windows. The problem with using open windows is I won't use the door. I'll just use the windows because it's easier to go in them, in and out of them. So yeah, here, let's get another look at this, because we probably want to see it from a distance too. Yeah, I really like how it looks. Usually in real life, at least from what I looked up, the images I looked up, the keeper's house isn't actually attached to the lighthouse, but I think it's fine, especially because, like, I mean, I could see it being cool either way, but I do really like how this is designed. So yeah, I like how it's got the little foyer, and then you can go into here. We probably need like a flower or something planted here. I don't know. Oh, also, there's a little secret here. This one. If you do this, there's water. These are waterlogged slabs, so you can get water for potion brewing, because I didn't have water anywhere before. So yeah, very cool. All right, so I did work on the new smelter that we made last episode a little bit more. I worked on the structure of it. We got our banner, and then I have like a flat roof on top of it. Nothing too substantial. I didn't really know what to do for the roof, but I think it's okay because like the other structures we've had around here have flat roofs as well. So let me show you guys the village that I was talking about. So, or the villager trading halls. There's not really a cohesive theme here. We got like granite there, and then like granite roof over there, kind of type of thing. And then like there's copper on that one. There's acacia here. There's concrete here. I think the one that sticks out the most, that one's bad. That one's bad. And I like the rest of them, I think. I don't dislike this one, but I don't like how it doesn't fit in with the other buildings, or like how the concrete sticks out so much. I like the more rustic theme that the rest of them have. So if you do have any tips on what I can do to change these, I don't want to change them like a ton, but maybe like swap 1 or 2 blocks out to make them cohesive. I really like this design. I really like the fisherman one, and I really like the, what is that, the farmer one. That's the fisherman one, that's the farmer one. Oh, and I also really like the Fletcher one, which is up on the hill up there. However, I think that one's far enough away that it doesn't really matter if it doesn't match. So yeah. Anyways, it is time for the comment of the day, which says, I can't wait for the firework change. The amount of fireworks I've wasted celebrating tall grass. So if you don't know what they're talking about, if you have grass in front of you, normally, if you try to take off and you do it into the grass, it will waste a rocket. However, it'll just do that. However, now they've changed it so that if you are flying and you're facing a wall, it will actually use the rocket as fuel rather than wasting the rocket and just like using it like that. So that is very, very cool. I'm very happy for this update and all the like random weird quality of life stuff it's bringing us. I mean, the happy gas is cool, but some of this stuff is like, oh man, this is amazing. The music toasts, yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff in this drop. So, or a lot of really cool quality of life stuff in this drop. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Have yourselves an amazing day. Take care and goodbye.